So on today's expose, have I got a person for you? We did not feature them ever before, even though we could have, but it is, let me tell you, Peter Parker! Spider-Man!
Oh.
He is not a mutant, but he is a mutate, somebody who was genetically modified by outside forces. And people, if you don't know who Spider-Man is, you should watch a movie or something, or watch a TV show or anything. But he was created, first appearing in Amazing Fantasy number 15 in August 1962. He old. Created by Stan Lee and Steve Ditko. Way back when. He's got all kinds of powers: superhuman strength, agility, reflexes, stamina. He can cling to solid surfaces. He's got spidey sense. He's got super genius level intellect, although he was kind of smart before that, but whatever. And then he can shoot webs and stuff that he made because he's so smart.
Twip.
One of my favorite characters, and I wonder why I'm choosing him today. He's not an X-Men. What crazy? I don't know. But you know.
What? He's not cleared from Marvel.
It's just funny because we talked about how they were being hush-hush when I WonderCon, and I'm like, oh, perfectly mentioned that I timed that when I mentioned that.
Yep. And it's funny because I've been watching the 90s Spider-Man cartoon. I'm on season 2, where I just got past the X-Men episodes that we covered as a bonus, and I realized how funny it is that he has this genius level intellect, but right now he's running around trying to find somebody to help make a cure for him from turning into a Spider-Man, literal Spider-Man. I'm like, wait, couldn't you just do the cure? Couldn't you do it? You're smarter than most of these people that you're going to.
That's so true. Help me, Dr. Connors. I don't know. I'm still a student. Oh.
Yeah. What I'm doing. Meanwhile, I made these webs from hand, but I don't know how to cure them.
Funny.
I go where I wanna go. Jean.
Scott.
Jean?
Scott. I summon the Arctic winds.
No more mutants!
I summon the Arctic winds.
No more mutants!
I summon the Arctic winds.
No more mutants! There's always more gators in the bayou.
Don't get a
Welcome to this week's Solving for X. My name is Shawn. I'm the ultimate excavationist.
And I'm something of an X fan myself, Kevin. Ooh.
Woo! We're so excited to be back on this 8th freaking episode of X-Men 97.
Yeah, number 8, part 1 of the trilogy finale.
Yep. And I had some information. So I heard that this was confirmed, but I can't find it anywhere. So I read that it was confirmed that Aurora was the lady at Gambit's funeral. But I can't find where it was confirmed. I couldn't find it on Beau's X or anything. So I don't know.
That's so crazy. Because
it's funny that there's 3 women that look so much alike that we don't know who this one is.
And it stumps everybody. X-Men experts everywhere are stumped. You know, Paul was stumped when he did it, and all these people, when I was on Slayer Fest, nobody knew. They said it was completely somebody different from what we said. They said Questa, and we said Singer or whatever.
Singer.
But they have the same exact history. So exact.
We think weird. They may be the same
person. Yeah.
Which is funny too, because all 3, maybe 2 characters do have a connection to Gambit. Questa and Singer are both part of the Thieves Guild, and then Aurora was at Genosha when Gambit was enslaved, so they each have a legitimate reason to be there. So this one Beau, this one was over our heads. We need you to be a little more exact next time.
Yeah.
Speaking of Beau, he also did put out a clarification on Morph's power set. So I know we had a
very
big
nice.
discussion about this.
Okay.
He said that Morph cannot mimic powers unless they're a physical power. So when Quicksilver is running fast as a physical power, so that's why he could do that, but that's why he wouldn't be able to, say, mimic Jean Grey's telepathy or telekinetic abilities.
Mhm.
But that still leaves us with the question, when he was Psylocke, he had her Psyblade. So was that part of his anatomy, or was that actually a Psyblade?
Right. So there's still things that don't compute.
Yeah, still things that don't compute. Oh, and I said he. Damn it, they. God damn it. So I just thought that was fun and very appropriate since like everybody's talking about it. Now I heard on Slayerfest 98, which you were on, Kevin.
Yeah.
You all talked about it. I've seen posts where there's theories, like just like you said, where Mr. Sinister may have changed Morph's anatomy. So yeah, the question's out there. Kevin, this next one blows my fucking mind. This blows my mind.
What?
So I've been stalking Beau. Beau also said that Bastion has been in every goddamn episode
Of the
except
season.
for episode 3 and 6. So it was right there in front of us in episode 2. Bastion is literally sitting next to Val Cooper in the UN meeting. You can see his back, you can see her back. They're sitting next to each other. The minute that was confirmed, I was like, oh shit, Val Cooper's evil. It's been confirmed. And then, of course, this episode came out.
Mm-hmm. And he had like little flash of Bastion in the Jean's vision or Maddie's vision or whoever's vision it was.
Yeah. Maddie in episode 1. And then let's see. In episode 4, it was the picture of Forge, Bastion, and Godfrey. In episode 5, it is Bastion who walks by at the gala.
Yeah.
Which last week I was like, I don't know if that's him, but it is. It's been confirmed just to make me look like a fool. And then of course he makes his appearance in episode 7, and he's in episode 8. So yeah. Every episode but 3 and 6. This is so fun. Like Beau's giving us this is like X-Men X Where's Waldo.
Yes.
That's gonna be the image for this episode. Where's Bastion? And it's Where's Waldo with Bastion hiding in there.
You could put like Bastion with like glasses and a Waldo hat on.
Yeah. That's great. Done.
His little striped shirt. Oh god. Crack me up.
I love it. All right. So on our previously on last week, we asked, what do you think Sinister is getting out of helping Bastion? Is it free reign for his experiments, VIP tickets to an Aqua concert, a shiny new cape, or an autographed nude of KGZ87? So, of course, much like I expected, 5% said free reign to experiment. 18% VIP Aqua tickets and a shiny new cape tied. And 59% said an autographed nude of KGC.
It was blowing my mind. Cracked me up. Everybody's wanting their own autographed nude. I'm just saying, they're out there. I will do it. Just let me know.
Yeah, I mean, I put that in there to get you some business, girl. I'm all for sex work. All right, great. And yeah, I found it funny because, of course, I think we all kind of know, like, of course, he's doing it for like free reign to experiment because that's very sinister, but it's just fun to throw it out there.
Yeah, I totally want the Aqua concerts if it was me.
Yeah, I said a shiny new cape just because of what I talked about last week in the Krakoa age.
I mean, I don't need an autographed nude of myself because I can do that to myself. I mean, it's whatever. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, it's me and my signature. I don't care. Whatever.
Yeah.
I'll just look in the mirror. Ooh.
Ooh, hi, that's me. I get to play with myself all day, and I do.
Yes.
which, by the way, I'm very on edge right now. I have not gotten a jerk off yet today, so I'm just very on edge. I might have to do it while we're recording.
Okay.
That'll
This
excite
will be-
Brandon over in the UK
This
very
will be
much.
an interesting episode, Brandon.
Yes. All right. So this
Okay.
episode is Tolerance is Extinction Part 1. This aired today, May 1st, 2024. Story by Beau and Anthony Solitti. Directed by Chase Conley. And opening credits. Professor X has his title card again.
Yes, and I love Nightcrawler's BAM. I keep loving the Nightcrawler opening thing.
It's it's so prettyful.
Mm-hmm.
Did you notice anything else? There was something else that was added.
Of a character, or just like one of those clippy clips?
A clippy clip.
Probably, but I forgot.
It was Asteroid M. It showed
That's
Magneto
right.
with Asteroid
with
M.
electricals, like electricals. You know what I mean? Whatever.
Yeah, electricals. Yeah, and it's interesting because Beau, I know I posted that he said we should watch One Man's Worth again, but he also said later to watch Sanctuary, Descent, and Graduation Day. So, of course, Sanctuary is where Magneto sets up Asteroid M and takes the mutants up to it. So it's interesting that that's in the credits now. I wonder if that will have anything to do with where the story's going. All the possibilities. All right, shall we get into it?
Yeah. All right. At the manor, Jean comes to check on Scott. He's upset because him and Nathan aren't gelling. Are you gelling like a felon? I'm gelling. Anyway, those old commercials, I love it. Jean assures Scott to be patient. Cable will warm up to him eventually. Scott reminisces on Professor X's fatherly nature.
Oh,
It was nice, and I liked. Jean's just like, maybe he's here to like, I don't know, get something. You're being the father that you always wanted to be, even though he's still kind of goofy with you. Whatever, it's fine. Whatever.
Yeah, and it's such a weird scenario. Like, this man is older than you, and he's your son, and now you want to try to be a father to him. Like, awkward.
Yeah.
But yeah, in the comics, I always find it funny when Cable calls Scott dad, because he eventually does call him dad or father or daddy. No, no, not daddy. But yeah, it's a funny dynamic. All right. In the war room, Cable briefs the team on what he knows of Bastion. Cable reveals that Bastion used Genosha to rise to power and make the Prime Sentinels. Ooh, burpee. He makes them using the techno-organic virus that Cable was infected with. Cable reveals that Bastion's war lasted 300 years and ended in a utopia. I'm sorry, am I boring you, Kevin? You're just sitting there yawning as I'm reading to you? I'm sorry. Where mutants are enslaved.
I was reading with you, and reading makes me tired.
Okay. Did you notice these cameos? Holy shit, these cameos.
Come out, wherever you are.
Don't worry about us, Dingo. We'll make sure we can.
I got some cameos. I don't know all of them, probably. I saw Rachel, though, with her little face with the markings.
There. Yep. And, of course, old lady Polaris.
Oh, old lady. Yeah, she was old. Oh, she was
old.
Like, oh.
And then we had, they don't have names. On another podcast, I believe Cyclops is Waiting for Me. They named them Eric and Julia. And these are
that's right,
the teenagers from Days of Future Past, the one with the metal arms and the one, I forget what she does. But yeah, they were there. So that was a nice little callback.
Cool, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, okay. Beast realizes that the Sentinels can literally make...
I'm so tired.
So tired. Oh my god.
So tired.
Give me my pre-workout. Vince realizes that the Sentinels can literally make baby Sentinels, literally, because they're like, I don't know, different. They're like people Sentinels. Cable reveals he is temporarily pulled away from Genosha whenever he tries to save it. Beast talks about Genosha being an absolute point, something that has happened, which is what he said, Kagatash, whatever, what's the Doctor Strange's place? Kamikash.
Oh, Camertage.
Kamikash. Yeah.
I like what you called him. Kanakakash.
He mentions Kamikash in it, which is interesting because we know from the Doctor Strange What If episode 2 that this whole absolute point thing, the trials and tribulations that go with that, it's inevitable. And I like that because this adds real weight to Genosha. Things like, there's always going to be death, there's always going to be destruction in this moment in time. And it makes it, it's unchangeable, and that's really neat. Sad, but neat that, because it's meaningful.
Mm-hmm.
Jean realizes Cable was there just before Maddie died. Cable says, and then she's like, okay, well, it's like, oh yes, you were there, I know it. Cable tells everyone he has intel from the future on one of Bastion's facilities in the present. Cable and Cyclops fight over their next steps. Just then, the news shows evidence of Xavier alive and well in space. The news uses Xavier's lie and the death of Gyrick to make the X-Men look bad. Ooh, it's like they were trying to trick us from the beginning to gain sympathy, but I can see that they're really bad. Ooh, just what they want.
Yeah. This makes me think of Hillary's emails and how easy people are to be swayed. Like, the news tells us what to believe, and we're like, yes, I believe it. The X-Men are bad.
Oh my gosh. Absolutely that. And don't even get me started on Sunspot's mother, because she is the epitome of all that jazz. But we'll get to that later.
She's the best. What are you talking about? So something that's been brought up also is whenever in Marvel lore, if the Watcher is there, it means it's an absolute point that cannot be changed. So that was a hint that this was not changeable.
Right. He shows up to look at those important moments, So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, but I have new theories for you at the end of this. There's new theories. All of my theories come true. I'm so good at theories. I have even more for you. What was that, Siege Perilous again? No.
It kind of is a hybrid of stuff. So there are stuff that happens in Siege Perilous that can be in play here, because they do mix together stories. So don't discount yourself too much.
Okay. Thanks, girl. All right, Jubilee, Berto, and everybody's favorite, Mrs. DaCosta, watch the news about Xavier as they eat a stuffy breakfast. Mrs. DaCosta starts talking about her fundraiser to help the Genoshan mutants since the X-Men aren't doing anything. This triggers Jubilee. Jubilee gets offended and she asks Berto to leave with her. And I was surprised as hell. And I was so proud of him that Berto actually did get up and leave. Like, he stood against his mom with Jubilee. Get it, Berto. That was amazing.
It's like, your money does not speak anything for people that are out there in the field doing the hard work, putting themselves on the line. Like, get out of here, lady.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. Because, Jubilee and Berto actually went to Genosha and were there with the survivors helping. And then this is so, apropos, because, Mrs. DaCosta's, I gave money. I'm good with mutants. You can't be mad at me. I'm good with them. I gave money. Fuck you.
Right.
Actually do something.
Mm-hmm. It's like almost everything she does is for show, It's not even like what she...
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's all for show. She's fake. She's fake. You're fake.
Yeah.
Back in the infirmary, Jean and Nightcrawler look in on an unconscious Rogue. Jean and Kurt reflect on Madeline. This confirms Kevin's theory.
I know. I was like...
Jean reveals the... Yes, get it, Mama. Jean reveals that her and Madeline had a psychic rapport strong enough that she has all of Madeline's memories about Nathan's pregnancy. Kurt tells Jean it doesn't matter if the memories are Madeline's, they're still memories. Nightcrawler, or the way I spelled it, Nightcrawler encourages Jean to embrace Cable as her own, much like he sees Rogue as family. That Nightcrawler.
Oh yes, we love him. So yeah, that was super
He
exciting
really
to me.
is the emotional heart of this team.
Absolutely, always, all the time. But yeah, when Jean started talking, I'm like, oh, bitch, I know she's in there. She's like, I think we connected. We got a psychic connection. I'm like, yes, but this is even more. She's like, I feel these memories so strongly. I'm gonna cry.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh yeah, she's in there.
And I know I kind of brought this up last week. I'll expand on it. But in the comics just recently, it was kind of heartbreaking because Sync, who we all know I love, Everett Thomas, who can sync with other people's powers, is on a mission with Talon, who is, it's a long story, but she's an older X-23. And the two of them fell in love and had like a lifetime together in another like dimension kind of thing. But it was heartbreaking because Talon got killed. And what happened is Sync used Jean's power to pull Talon's psyche into himself. So at least as long as he holds on to that power, he can still be with her until he can find like some way to do something with that psyche or bring her back. So this is in Jean's wheelhouse canonically.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, and it's like, is this when he's talking about found family? Is that here too? Or is that later?
Yeah, this was here.
Yeah, that was really nice because that's something that I think a lot of people go through where it's like, family isn't really blood. It's, what you make your family to be, who's there for you,
Yeah. Because, there's certain people who are family who've always been there for me, and I love them, indefinitely. And there's other family that I'm like, fuck off. I don't care about you. There's people who I hold above family and people who I hold below family. So, it's all about who you choose to be around you.
It's like Mystique was my mother, but I don't like her.
Yeah. Oh, and I realized, speaking of Mystique, we talked about how in the comic Wolverine recognized Val's scent, and we thought maybe that means it's Mystique. But now I'm thinking he probably recognized Nimrod's scent, and that's probably why he didn't clue into it right away.
Yeah. Cable, Jean, and Scott together.
Summer's camp.
Summer's camp. It's starting. Here we go. They prepare to head out in the Blackbird. Beast preps them over the comm on their mission as they fly away. They're headed to a town called Harmony, where they will find Bastion's stronghold.
Yeah. Or will they? Bun dum bun.
That's not it.
Back at the Evil Time facility lair of bad, Mr. Sinister works away in the lab. He is joined by Val Cooper, who is now in full Bastion Pride outfit. Whoa! Magneto Panties is being held prisoner. Val goes to speak to him. She apologizes for Genosha. She says she didn't know Bastion was going to take it that far. Val begs forgiveness from Magneto Panties.
Yeah, I mean, these Magneto Panties, though, this was, gays wrote this when you see things like this. Like, this is like brief of the century, like muscles galore. I'm like, all right, Jesus on the cross with your ex, whatever. Like,
right?
No, it was good. He looked good.
Yeah. I know. There was no reason whatsoever to like take him out of his outfit and leave him in his panties, except for the fact that Beau DeMaio wrote this and he knows gays are watching it.
Right. Although, isn't it very reminiscent of like that one cover where Wolverine is on the X like that? What?
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
I don't know which comic book it is, but I know I've seen it before.
Yeah, that one's pretty famous, but yeah, I don't remember exactly what cover it is, but I know what you're talking
Is he
about.
naked on it? Or
No, I'm pretty sure he's wearing his outfit in it, if I remember right.
Now we got it googly.
All right, Uncanny X-Men 251. Oh, yeah, you can't really tell. He looks like he's probably shirtless,
Okay.
but he's backlit, so you can't
Gotcha,
really
yeah.
see what
You
he's
can't see
wearing.
his legs, so you can't tell if he's having the panties on. But but these
You can
Magneto
tell
panties.
he's wearing his boots, though.
Okay,
So
that's good. Good.
yeah.
Back at the lab, Morph walks Trish Tilby to Beast's lab. Trish Tilby comes into the lab bearing hot cocoa and regrets. She's like, I'm sorry, I was a jerk to you. Beast gives Trish Tilby a cold welcome. Trish Tilby knows Beast turns though. I was like, I know what you like, and starts talking science. Beast reveals to her that he is about to find out how many Prime Sentinels are out there in the world. She's like, "Can you find them? Are you really? Can you find them? Let me see."
More words, Waldo.
Yeah.
So a fun little thing here. Trish is holding Kate's copy, and Kate's coffee shop is actually a fictional coffee shop in Midtown Manhattan across from the Shield facility. So a lot of characters go to Kate's coffee. So this was a nice little detail.
She must get a lot of superhero business.
Yeah, that Kate. I know at first
Get that.
because I had to look this one up, but I wondered, like, is this referencing like Kate, like Kitty Pryde? But yeah, Kate's coffee shop is a thing.
Get the intern down there to get us all our coffee
Yeah.
for the
Get
Shield.
over there, Shield intern. All right. Jean, Cyclops, and Cable arrive at Bastion's Facelas. They are surprised to find that it's just a normal, everyday home. Another burp. This is what happens when you drink Diet Pepsi while you're recording. Burping time.
or what was it? What I had when I was burping that one show
grape.
was the sparkling grape juice. Oh, that was giving me all the burps.
I know. I finally told Kevin, like, I messaged him. I was like, "Were you burping all of a sudden?" Because I kept having to take stuff out. Let's see. Jean realizes they are at Bastion's childhood home. They enter the home to find Bastion's mother. Mrs. Gilberti tells them Bastion told her to expect company. She goes to pack as the X-Team explore the old home. Jean gives us a vision of Bastion having the power to hear machines, including Master Mold. And it's interesting because Master Mold says you will be a powerful mutant or something like that. So I wonder if Bastion's a mutant in this continuity.
Well, he said in her vision, it said, "You shall be the most powerful mutant alive," is what Master Mold said, which is exactly the same thing he said in Fitzroy's future in the 92 series.
Oh, you're right. And I just watched that and I didn't pick up on it. Wow. Good one, Shawn.
Yeah. Yeah. Exact same wording. So
that's
Master Mold has a MO.
That's probably then. I wonder if they're showing that Bastion picked up on Nimrod saying that when he said it to Fitzroy. I wonder if that's what we were supposed to get out of that.
Well, I think he said it to Fitzroy, and then he said it to Bastion as well, at some point or another, or to Nimrod or whoever, you know. So
let's see. A Nimrod infected Bastion's dad and passed it on to his son to create a human sentinel hybrid. So this is where, instead of the Siege Perilous, we're saying that Nimrod got into Bastion's dad, had sex with the mom, passed on the nanites through sperm, and then made the perfect coupling of the nanites and a human, possibly mutant, which became Bastion.
Yeah. So when they thought they destroyed Nimrod, he didn't get sucked into the portal. He had his little goo that he traveled through and he's like, I'm going to go into this person's ear and be part of his DNA now. Like,
Yeah.
what? Crazy.
And it's so weird how all the way back in episode 4, Shawn called this that the Nimrod from the series, the original series, would be the Nimrod that makes Bastion. I got something right.
Yes. Did you notice though too, when they're going through the childhood home? Well, obviously there's all these like Sentinel, like this kid was obsessed with robots for one, but she touches that picture, and that little picture that was the drawing of the kid drawing was the exact same drawing that was in the Vision as well in episode 1 or 2, whatever it was.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, flash of that drawing.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is why I love having this podcast with you. You're Mr. Details.
Well, thank you. See? Perfect team.
Perfect team.
Yeah. Crazy. Back at the evil bad guy lab, Val confronts Bastion. She's angry Bastion didn't warn them about Genosha. Bastion tells her he felt he had to make a big move quick to turn the tide on mutants. They're getting too much sympathy. Xavier is a martyr. This is not what I need right now. Let me orchestrate the whole UN and get it approved so that I can destroy it later. This is all part of my plan. Dr. Doom cameo, Dr. Doom.
Come out, wherever you are.
Don't worry about us, Dingo. We'll make sure we can.
Cameo.
Shows up on one of the monitors and voices his unease with the plan, which makes sense because he had his own like genocide story. You know, his whole, he was like a, what was he, a gypsy person, right?
Yes. Yeah, that's where his mom was heavy into magic, so that's where he got a lot of his skills from.
Yeah. And then we have another cameo. Baron Nemo shares his thoughts on President
Zemo.
Kelly. Oh, Zemo.
Just turn the N on its side.
Baron Zemo shares his thoughts on President Kelly being a mutant sympathizer. There's also another little thing here too. You don't. It's kind of see like a silhouette, a full thing, but I think that's Killmonger.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was like staring at some of these people to try to figure out who they were, but that makes sense that it would be Killmonger. And I thought maybe Madame Mask was in there, but then you saw her lips move, so I couldn't tell who this woman was who was talking.
Yeah. But yeah, so Bastion tells him it's already being handled. Who tells Baron Zemo?
Yeah.
Yes, it's already being handled. Bastion tells Val about mutants overtaking humans in the future, 100 to 1.
So I think it was on Slayer Fest that I heard them talking about how if this is around Day of the Dead, then it's October. So it's probably the month before an election, which is why Kelly's all nervous. And they predicted that this is probably going to be where we see Graydon Creed run for president. And that's probably what he's referring to.
Yeah.
Oh, good old Graydon.
Oh, good old Graydon. Isn't that another sibling that we have going on here? The Mystique child. Okay.
All right. Bastion leads Val to his experiment room. He shows her the vats where he is turning humans into sentinels via a nanotech. He tells her mutants are slowly gaining the upper hand and already replacing humans in the workplace. He tells Val that the Prime Sentinels have their memory wiped of their transformation. They wake up at home and live their life until they're activated. Val expresses her discomfort with the plan. This is, to me, really interesting. Bastion is such a genius because he's right. Like, if you attack the mutants all at once and shake up what people feel about mutants, like, it's going to sway public opinion because now it's questionable. Are the mutants good or bad? And then he's releasing all this stuff on Xavier and the X-Men lying. So now people are like, oh, they deserved it. So this is terrifying.
Yeah, they're so easy. People are so fickle. Yeah, it's crazy. And so we know from the original series that Master Mold wanted to replace humanity with machines. He's like, turn his brain into machines or whatever. Put that in President Kelly's head. Make him a computer. Let's kidnap all the people and make them computers. So this was always part of Master Mold's plan. So we already got this kind of coming into effect with these little sleeper agents, nanotech people. And then Bastion here has taken advantage of people's fear of losing their jobs and, to stronger individuals and their already underlying bigotry that's there and just exploiting that to the max.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's all stuff that we see today. It's just like Julia said, like, have you people learn nothing? Like, we're still going through this stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Before I get too depressed, back at Bastion's house, Mrs. Gilberti comes to check on our merry mutants. She tells the team Bastion was a hard pregnancy. She finds a beautiful painting that Bastion did when he was young. It shows a sentinel and prime sentinels eradicating mutants. Oh, how cute. It's called The Final Dream. Mrs. Gilberti suddenly goes all the grudge and turns into a prime sentinel. She's all fucking creepy.
I mean, I can tell you from the minute I saw her sitting in that chair in the corner of the house, I'm like, what are you doing sitting in the dark? Like, you are terrible. I knew she was going to be attacked the minute I saw her sitting in that chair by herself in the dark. I'm like, lady, no. This is not cool. Like, hey, people.
Yeah, something wasn't right away. I don't think I knew right away that she'd be a sentinel, but it was still like, ooh, I don't like this.
Yeah, haunting.
Yeah.
What's cool that the show does, it does really go into those horror elements. And there are lots of really creepy imagery throughout the series so far. They just give you those chills, those goosebumps.
And it's interesting that his drawing is called The Final Dream, which is very reminiscent of The Final Decision. So there's definitely some evoking of certain things that we're looking at here.
Yes. Meanwhile, Berto waits patiently as Jubes tries on a new outfit. I'm going as Catwoman for Halloween. Jubilee demands that Berto buy her a new skin-tight black outfit. Just then, Ford, the butler, turns into a prime sentinel and attacks.
So we're all over the place today because we're back on you with odds, which we're supposed to be on. So yeah, we messed up again, but we're back to normal. So that's good. That's good.
Okay. Good.
I was so excited by this. I recognized it right away. This is Jubilee's black outfit. She first started wearing this in Wolverine and Jubilee #1 in 2011. And she switched to this outfit for a different reason. It was to kind of reconcile the fact that she's been turned into a vampire, which I really hope the animated series never goes there because it was so random.
I know.
But
like, I'm a vampire. I have to be goth now. Go away, yellow jacket and pink bubblegum. Whatever.
I like this, though, as a symbol of Jubilee getting a little bit older, like looking a little more adult, like putting her teenage years behind her. She's kind of Berto's mentor now. So this shows a lot of growth for Jubilee. And it's a cooler looking outfit.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, back in Beast's lab, Beast puts the finishing touches on his Prime Sentinel tracking equipment. All at once, the Sentinels activate. More than can be imagined. We get shots of random, everyday people being turned. Beast goes to warn the team, but Trish Tulber also activates and attacks Beast. Trish Tulber throws him into the family room where Wolverine, Morph, and Nightcrawler join in on the fight against her. So... right away, I'm wondering, like, is there a way to cure these people? Like, is Trish Tilby just fucked now? Like, is she never going to be Trish Tilby again? Is Beast Love gone? Or can they cure her?
I know.
Yeah, because that's a lot of people that turned.
And it's sad because, they wake up with no memories, not even knowing they're doing this. I mean, some of them obviously were bigots and they signed up to like, I want to do whatever it is, not even knowing what it is. That's what Bastion said. But some of these innocent people are just like taken and forced through this.
Yeah.
And just like go about their day.
How terrible would it be if, like, you were a parent of a mutant and you got turned into a Prime Sentinel and woke up and your kid's, like, dead in front of you? Like, that's the level
Yeah.
that this could go to.
Yeah. It's very much going back to the Charmer comics, but like when Henry got possessed by the source and was choking Paige, I was like, oh, yeah, and how that really fucked him up. He was so devastated by that for a long time.
You know, along this line, you know, it really haunts me. I haven't read the comic yet, but I've read about it. There's a comic where Doc Connors loses control of the lizard and he can't control himself, but he's aware of it happening as the lizard eats his son, and it breaks his psyche because he feels himself eating his own son. So that's what this is like reminiscent of. That's so terrifying. It's so gross.
Yeah. I'm sad. I'm even sadder now. I don't like this. Okay. Back at the... Is it Gilberty?
I think it's Gilberty.
Gilberty. Back at the Back at the Gilberty residence of Doom, Jean balls herself. Scott balls.
Yeah, balls.
Fails. Or balls. As you shoot to a ball? Balls. Like Orb Shield. Okay. Jean balls herself. We're a hamster now. Scott and Cable out of the window, deflecting Mrs. Gilberty's blast. The trio see more sentinels joining the fight. They retreat to the Blackbird and take off. Ooh, I love the Summers team.
Yeah, they're pretty fucking awesome together. By the way.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
I know a lot of people didn't love Scott in that outfit, in the Uncanny X-Men, like, Cross Eyes X outfit, but I love it. I love that outfit. I thought it looked good on him.
I think it's super cool.
Yeah.
And, you know, he was the little dark sided there. He was a little making some questionable decisions and being evil and stuff. So I'm like, it makes sense. It's an evil Cyclops.
That's when I was finally like, okay, I like Cyclops. Now that they've given him, like, more depth and more, like, not depth as in, like, fuck you, Madeline, I'm going back to Jean, even though I impregnated you. But they actually gave him, like, good depth.
Yeah. See?
All right. Back at the manor, Morph morphs into Juggernaut and attacks Trishbot. It's morphin' time.
I am an idiot.
Morph is thrown into Nightcrawler, and the impact knocks them both out. Yeah, because he was Juggernaut when he got thrown into Nightcrawler. So he was heavy. He was heavy daddy.
He was heavy. And this time, I was prepared. I'm like, I know that's Morph. Okay.
Can't fool me this time.
It's like, what's your name? Oh, Morph. Anytime I see like a surprise random character, I'm like, okay, Morph.
Yeah. And this luckily goes with what Beau said. So since he turned into Juggernaut, he can have the physical attributes that Juggernaut has.
They.
Mm-hmm. They.
I know. All right. Oh, I gotta tell you though, I love the little rockets out of Trish Tobey's high heels. Like, it was so. I love it. I love that she's like do.
Yeah, so that makes me wonder if it really does change you on a cellular level. Because are those out of her shoes? Or are they out of her feet? Like, are the shoes part of her feet?
Right. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I must know more.
And like, I know Paul from Power of X-Men talked about this. He was very concerned about like, how can they shoot their hands off? Like, you know, are they like, things get disconnected, or, you know, I don't, because here they weren't really shooting their hands off. They're just shooting blasts out of their hands. But like when Trask turned, he was shooting his hands off.
Yes.
So it makes you wonder.
Yeah, I wonder if the nanites work like the Venom symbiote, where like it changes you on a cellular level, but it can reattach in a way.
Yeah. I mean, we do see them get sliced and then kind of heal, so maybe.
Yeah, that's probably it. It's probably like changing their genetic makeup. So I'm not losing hope yet for Trish Tober.
You're right. Okay. Let's go back to the moth, everybody!
I knew you wrote that.
Ford body. Everybody come and play. All right. Forward Bot continues his pursuit of the horny, fat, sweaty teens. More Sentinels activate and join in on the fight. Berto is taken down by a Sentinel. He uses his power in public. In public! I'm going crazy to knock it off of him. Jubes and Berto make their escape. I'm like, yes, finally use your powers. Don't be ashamed. Don't be insecure, girl.
Yeah.
Like, own that ponytail. Work that updo.
Let your mutant light shine, bitch.
Yes, exactly.
Back at the manor, human protesters are at the gate. They start activating into Sentinels. They converge on the mansion. Wolverine continues his fight against Trishbot. The fight is taken to the skies where Wolverine falls, with style, as he fights off the bots. The Sentinels converge on the unconscious Rogue. They prepare to strike but are interrupted by Logan and Nightcrawler. The duo do their best to take out the Sentinels. Kurt begins to port the Sentinels away from Rogue. All hope seems lost as Logan and Nightcrawler stand on the roof exhausted as more Sentinels approach the manor.
Oh my gosh, there's so much going on in this scene, in this moment here. So many things.
And this music, when Wolverine's falling, this whole falling scene in general, fucking amazing. Seeing Nightcrawler fight with the three swords, like getting to see that on screen with one in his tail, like this is amazing. This is everything I could want from the show.
And I loved somewhere in this fight, Wolverine says, Tin Woman. Yeah. I'm like, okay, that's going back to his Tin Man line or Tin Woods, whatever it was. Which I liked. And oh my gosh, the creepy bots watching Rogue sleep. Terrifying. Like in the corner of the room. Did not like that.
This is very interesting because I believe it was, was it Messiah Complex or Second Coming? I think it's Messiah Complex. Rogue absorbs too many minds and she goes into a coma that she can't awaken from. So I'm wondering if this is like borrowing from that and leading us down that road.
Yeah. You know what else is really cool about this scene? We got to see like the first person Bamf, like how Nightcrawler teleports. We see it like how it like you're in like this whole little stretchy world and you're like traveling through some kind of, I don't know, crazy. It's cool.
Yeah, I love that. That was really awesome to see, and to see like the discomfort Wolverine went through in porting, because a lot of times people make comments or like they throw up or they're like, oh, I don't want to do that again, or they say stuff about it's not fun.
But yeah, it's just like Orbian with all the things.
That's true. And I got a call from Paige again today. I always see the name Paige come up in my life.
Paige.
Yeah. The best charm sister.
Yeah. Well, I like her a lot. I read her really well in the musical.
That wasn't a question. She is the best charm sister.
I can't pick.
All right.
Berto and Jubes continue their retreat from the Sentinels. Jubilee runs out of the rooftop. Runs out on rooftop.
She runs out of rooftop.
Oh, off. Run off. Off rooftop. Okay, got it. Jubilee runs out off rooftop. Whatever, you get what I'm trying to say. And falls to her death. Oh, wait. Berto catches her. Because he's flying with style. No, he's really flying, actually. And he's still new to flying, but he has been practicing in the danger room.
Yeah, so that's a cool surprise. Berto's been working on his powers.
Yeah. Because she's going on, she's like, oh, God, I have to run off this. Like, how come everybody can fly around here but me?
Yeah.
But I love, though, did you see how she was going to try to attempt to use her fireworks as like a leverage? I'm like, ooh, girl, keep working on that.
Yeah. Yeah, I love the way they're building on Jubilee's powers, because the way it was shown in the original series, she was kind of boring, but now they're like showing she can make like discuses and use it to propel herself. Like, that's so cool.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, get some confidence, girl,
Yeah.
too. Think of what you can
Yep.
do.
The Blackbird is pursued through the clouds by the Sentinels. Jean motheringly buckles up Cable, which I freaking love. I love this whole, this old man, and they're like, come on, little boy, buckle your seatbelt.
So cute.
The Sentinels begin destroying the jet. Scott is over it. Why don't you build a bridge and get over it? And the trio get in 007 out of the crashing plane. The team are overwhelmed by Sentinels boxing in a tunnel. Jean telepathically takes the wheel as Scott uses his power to plow an escape tunnel through the mountain, and Cable holds back the Sentinels. The trio escape to safety for now. Go ahead.
Oh, that was so cool. I know this whole moment for me was just like, oh, I love them so much. But okay, first of all, I have to go back to this Blackbird thing. He's like, I'm not doing this again. And she's like, it's like this is like the third time or whatever in how many months? Dude, can you name those times? I know which times there are.
So the first one was when they were attacked on the way to finding Trask. What was
in the first episode of 97? Yeah. That one?
Yeah, that one. And the other one.
The other one is actually before that. It was the final episode of the 92 show with Magneto destroying it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's cute.
So that's fun. I love we see the license plate of the car.
What was it?
Did you see it? It said Slim.
Oh, yes, nice. I was like, it's funny because in the last episode when Rogue comes across Cap at the lodge, or like the cabin in the woods, the license plate on the bike is the first episode that Rogue, or the first comic that Rogue appears in, Avengers Annual, I think number 10, I want to say. So when I heard that detail, I was like, shit, I need to start looking at license plates. And I already failed. One episode later, I have already failed.
They go by so quickly. Are they? So they didn't break out of the scene's not done yet, is it? Or is it? December scene.
There's more to it. Yeah, there's this one. Okay. There were a lot of cuts between scenes, which is why we have 24 scenes. But rather than trying to bunch them together, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go with it. I'm just gonna go scene by scene.
Yeah. Cool. The She-Man Mutant Tolerators Party. Little rascals. The She-Man Mutant Tolerators Party continues in the DaCosta flat. Berto and Jubilee come crashing through the window because they've been running from the crazy peoples. Tee-hee, party crashers. Berto tells his mom the Sentinels are trying to kill them. The Sentinels tell the partygoers, they just show up like, we don't kill people. We're here to help mutants. Dooty-dooty-doo. Mr. Costa asks Berto to go with the nice Sentinel death machines. Him and Jubilee complain. Oh, bitch! Okay.
Right, that was crazy.
So she's one of those people that she's like, she doesn't think about what's right. She just thinks about any kind of authority. She trusts any kind of authority. Whatever they say goes. Even though she doesn't question them.
Yeah, and I think
it's like
beyond that, I think she just is more worried about her public image, because it looks better for her to comply with the Sentinels than trying to protect Roberto. So she's going to do what's going to save her image no matter what the cost. Mm-hmm. It's going to cost her damn son.
Yeah. And is his dad dead? Where is his dad in all of this?
Yeah, I don't know. They haven't said anything about his dad, but he shouldn't be. But I don't know with this continuity.
Right, because he's just never anywhere to be found.
That's who I should have used as today's expose. There's this whole story. It's not particularly good. It's one of those things that got messed up in the 90s. I forget how it goes. I forget. There's a character named Rainfire, and I can't remember because the original thing I think was supposed to be that it was like a time traveled sunspot who turns into a villain. But I think they were like, that's kind of cliche at this point. So I think they made it his dad, which didn't make sense because I think his dad had been seen with Rainfire, something like that. I'll have to look into that. Maybe we'll make him an expose later, Kevin, just for you.
Yeah,
You're
thank you.
welcome.
Beautiful.
But yeah, I wonder if that's what they're saving the dad for. I wonder if he's going to be Rainfire in the series.
Yeah.
Yes. A car pulls up to the destroyed mansion. Bastion exits the vehicle to enjoy his handiwork. Just then, Bastion gets a palm call. He like talks into his hand. Hello? Talk to the hand. Okay, I will.
Yes.
Sinister reveals that Val let Nito escape. Bastion uses a portal to return to the base. He finds Sinister holding Val captive. Bastion tells Val her attempts at stopping him are futile. Val tells Bastion that Genosha didn't mean anything. It was just shock value, but unfortunately mankind is used to death by now. Which is sadly very true. For today, there's like a fucking gun killing every single day, and we're like, oh, that sucks, you know?
That's what I'm saying. Val Cooper, she lays down the real world feelings of today where people have become numb to violence and atrocities because they're far too common.
Yeah.
And still, people refuse to put tougher laws in place to ensure this doesn't happen because all these, anytime there's gun law stuff, people go on a hubbub about it. It's like, just do it.
Well,
like, fuck you, and lives are more important. I don't know.
I talked last week about visiting my aunt in Colorado and how amazing our conversation was. One thing we talked about is I told her, you know, a lot of Democrats and liberals, it's not that we want to stop gun ownership, because I think a lot of us know we're past that point, but there needs to be better safeguards. Like I told her as an example, right before we went to Colorado, Alan literally got an email that said, I forget the exact wording, but it was basically like, if you want a gun, go ahead and apply. And he's like, I didn't even like submit anywhere that I want a gun, but he got an email saying like, hey, do you want one? Like, that's how common it's getting.
It's so terrible, and it's far too easy. It's all about, they're so happy to sell. They're so willing to sell because it makes them money, and it's like, it's not even about safety anymore.
And actually what was nice is she agreed with me. She's like, yeah, way too many people have them. She's like, if you own a gun, because she owns guns, she was like, you know, we should be put through like a psychiatric, like something every year to make sure we're okay. And I know it wouldn't stop gun violence completely, but it would help.
Yeah. So, and we did pass the part with the summers, because I believe it was all in one scene, because it ended them with the floaty orb and then going in from the screen, like the superhero landing pose after after the car thing. So that was the end of it. Bless you. Because I love Daddy Cyclops going, it's like, let's show these toasters why you don't mess with the summers. It's such a dad thing to say, but so fun. It's like very Mitchell's versus the Machines. That's something I imagine the dad in there to say.
And I saw this meme on Instagram. It was funny because there's an episode of The Simpsons where they keep seeing like sheep, and like they keep seeing a smaller, cuter one, and they would move one out of the way. And somebody wrote Wolverine, and then you move that one away, and then it shows Cyclops, and they're like, ah. So Cyclops is like, everybody's agreeing he's a runaway hit in X-Men 97. They're writing him very well.
See, good. Yes, thank you. Thank you, people behind 97, Beau, and everybody giving my Cyclops his just due. As Val lectures Bastion on why his hate is wrong, we see the X-teams battling for their lives as Magneto slowly flies to the North Pole. Val tells Bastion Magneto was right. She has this beautiful, powerful speech. As Magneto uses his power to take hold of the Earth's magnetic force. He uses it to shut down the Sentinels in one big blast of power.
And he's in his Magneto panties this whole time.
He is. He is. He's like, let me go to the North Pole because that's where the magnetic field is the strongest, and I am the strongest, and I will do amazing things.
Yep. As the team clean up the ruined mansion later, Wolverine wonders where the professor is when they need him. Just then, the professor crash lands in a Shi'ar ship and psychically calls out to his X-Men. This gave me the fucking chills. To me, my X-Men, chills, chills, chills. This is amazing. And this is what we said we thought would happen.
Mm-hmm. In the same Lalandra ant
yes.
suit.
So I saw something interesting and it makes sense to me, and I'm going to build on it here. Would you like to know where I think the show may be going? Because I was right so many times. So Bastion has unleashed Magneto. Like, I think this was the plan all along. I'm thinking we're going to focus on kind of what we did in X-Men Apocalypse with Magneto. Should he be the hero or should he be the villain at this point? Because look at everything that he's endured and how many mutants have been killed. So I think Bastion's plan is to unleash Magneto and Magneto do his Magneto thing and start destroying things, making mutants the villain again. I think this is going to lead directly into, okay, Professor X is back. Wolverine, who hasn't been used a lot in this season, my theory is because we're going to get a very big Wolverine arc soon. I think Wolverine's going to try to stop Nito. Nito's going to pull Wolverine's adamantium out, Fatal Attraction style. Professor X is going to shut down Magneto's mind, much like he did in the comic. And this is going to lead to Onslaught. And a big part of the Onslaught story...
where they share one mind.
A big part of the Onslaught story has to do with the Avengers having to come to the X-Men's aid, which I think this is building the Avengers as like...
To Avengers versus X-Men?
No, not that yet. But I think this is building towards the Avengers not helping the X-Men, and with Onslaught, they sacrifice themselves to stop Onslaught. So this is building towards that.
Yeah.
And I almost even wonder, a lot of the Avengers died and are brought back to life. So I wonder if that is where we're going with bringing Gambit back. Because I still think Gambit is not going to remain dead. He's not going to remain dead.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Too. I mean, I think, because they definitely want, I think they're probably going to wait till season 2, though, to bring him back.
I think he's either going to be like at the very end of season 1, like, oh, Gambit's here. And that's where it ends. Or, it's going to be like a journey in season 2 to like, how do we get Gambit back?
Yeah, because they want you to, they made it clear that Genosha is inevitable. And they want you to feel that, you know, there are lots of lives that are permanently lost. So they're not going to, cut it too early.
And we're also seeing kind of Jean and Scott breaking down because she is now interested in Wolverine more than she ever has been before. Scott was, kind of obsessed with Madeline. Now we have Emma turned to Crystal, which of course this was the famous time that she joined the X-Men and became the character she is today. So is this going to lead to Scott and Emma finally like pairing up? And how's that going to leave Jean? Are they going to kill her again? Is she going to move on to something else?
Yeah.
Like so many questions.
Yeah.
All right, but enough about that. Tell us how you liked the episode and then rate it for it.
Oh, we didn't. You didn't say something.
What did you say?
Oh, did you say all the cameos about the Spider-Man and the?
Oh, I wrote that in. Why wasn't it there?
23.
Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, and also Kevin, we had some major cameos. We had a Kevin was right cameo of Spider-Man, so obviously we're gonna get more Spider-Man in this series.
Yes,
and we had Silver Samurai, and then we saw Omega Red reawaken and Escape.
Yeah, so what role will they have in this going forward? I don't know.
I wonder if this too is like, evil mutants running amok, making mutants look bad. Because Bastion is obviously very aware of public opinion and how to sway it. So I think he's setting up the X-Men to fail right now. Somebody also mentioned, Rogue has been on a rampage. So there's probably video of her destroying a military base, which isn't going to look great.
Yeah, like, show that to the world. Like, oh my gosh, we hate her.
Exactly. All right, so tell us how you like this episode and then rate it for us. Britishly bitchin' like Emma, pretty cool like Iceman, Australian Wolverine, you kind of love it, but kind of hate it. Fat and sweaty like Jubilee, unspeakable like X-Men Origins Deadpool.
At the school. No. The thing I like about this, because it's called Tolerance is Extinction, Part 1, and we always talked about how the parallels and everything. But it's interesting because when Gyrick said it, Tolerance is Extinction, he was talking about, mutants overtaking humanity and making them inferior and all that stuff, and squandering them. And here, I feel like Magneto has a whole new look on it. Here, because he was Gyrick was being tolerated mutants. What happens when you tolerate mutants? And now Magneto's like, this is what happens when you tolerate humanity. If we tolerate humanity, we will be extinct. They will kill us all, type of thing. And so, seeing those two different kinds of ways, it's gonna be interesting. So there's lots of good. I'm giving this a Britishly bitch, and I can't. This show is just too good. I feel bad giving them all the time, but it's too good. I can't help it. There's so many amazing things, and just like the vibes and the tone. It's very. It sucks you in. It really you're in with these characters. You're in with the plot. You're in with the horrific elements of it all. So yeah, keep going.
Yeah, and you're right. I was reading through Beau's X today, and he definitely does put a lot of thought into what he names things. Like he was talking about Bright Eyes and how he named it that because of the nickname for Cable, but also like the bright outlook that people had on the future. And he just went through layers of like, this is why it makes sense. So yeah, I would imagine he chose Tolerance is Extinction not only to mirror Operation Zero Tolerance and E is for Extinction, but because tolerance has a different meaning no matter who you give it to. So I completely agree that I love the idea that tolerance is extinction for the X-Men because they've sat around and tolerated humanity and mutants were wiped out because of it. That's heavy. And then humans don't want to tolerate mutants, so that's why they wipe them out. So this is a brilliant title.
And because they take over their jobs and their livelihood is on the line, and it's a whole it's messy.
And I have to tell you that. Sorry, go ahead. Okay,
no, you go ahead.
That did strike a nerve with me because we're seeing that with AI right now. Like I was just talking to one of my customers today about AI and how people are losing jobs, and especially in like cybersecurity, which I'm currently going to school for. We're seeing people in tech companies get laid off by the droves, and a lot of that is because of AI. So it's like, am I already obsolete? I'm already feeling that,
Yeah. And we're threatened by the AIs. If in a world with mutants, I can imagine how terrifying that is for people who can't do those things. And they're like, well, what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to live? So you can understand it in that sense.
Yeah.
But still doesn't mean go killing people.
It doesn't
mean go killing. It just means you can get pissed that they stole your job. Sure. I don't care.
I had another thought I want to share with our lovely sexy Xyz, because I kind of read that it's rumored that the plan to bring the mutants into the MCU is to bring them in from another reality or another multiverse. So I was thinking, like, how amazing would that be to bring them in from another multiverse? And then that would explain why people hate them even more, because suddenly you have these people from another world crowding into ours and creating problems and messes. And they don't even go here. They don't even belong here. So I think that's an extra layer that could
right.
be really interesting.
Sure. And based on the ending of the Marvels, you know that they're in some other place.
So that's a really cool idea. I like that.
Mm-hmm. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I don't know. Nothing. Okay, we're good.
Okay. Who would you say is the MXP?
I gave it to Val Cooper.
Wow.
Because that one moment of change of heart where she freed Magneto, it allowed everybody to make it past this moment. Because who knows what would happen if we had the Terminators all over the place. It's terrifying. So yeah, thanks for that one moment of relief.
Yeah, and this is a hard one because I feel like she's the catalyst. I'm gonna give it to Magneto because rather than, I feel like what the old Magneto would have done is going for like quick revenge or like fighting Bastion. This new enlightened Magneto went and stopped all the Sentinels at once, which was like a boss level move. I'm really interested to see where Magneto goes from here. Obviously, I kind of shared. I think he's going to go a little dark, but I think it'd be even more surprising if he goes light. Like, what if he stays a hero?
Right. Right. Because I feel like, it's in his nature to go dark, but it's also what Bastion would want.
Yeah.
He wants to keep people hating the mutants, and if Magneto's smart, he would know that he's being a pawn.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like Magneto's in an interesting corner because if he doesn't do what Bastion wants him to do, it puts mutants in danger.
Then more people die. Yeah. So yeah, how do you? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Bastion, with your chess pieces.
This is why it's so smart that they use Bastion, and not only that, but God, Theo James voicing him, like, I want Bastion inside me. I want to make a Nimrod with him.
Yeah, yeah, it's that sexy voice.
Yeah,
for sure.
and like even though he's got like the gross like 90s little like soul patch going on, he's still sexy. Oh wait, is that a 90s moment? The soul patch?
90s moment.
Man.
You got mail. 90s moments.
All right, what would you say is the X Factor?
I put the Camp Summers montage of everything. It made me so happy, and it was so badass, and it was so fun. It was so cool. I love them together so much, and they were great. I don't know. And there's so many good things about it. I love the whole Nightcrawler sequence, and seeing him banned for round 2 was also really amazing. So I think those are my 2 favorite parts.
Okay.
So
my X Factor, the thing I think it shows the best from X-Men is the idea of people's hate and not realizing where it can go. Like, looking at Val Cooper, it's easy to say like, oh, I hate mutants, we need to be better than mutants, but then seeing where that hate can lead and seeing mutants eradicated the way they were, I think that's very X-Men of villains not realizing like how bad things can get and learning from their mistakes. We see that with Trask. We see that with Cooper so far in the show. So I think that's a really cool thing. And I think it kind of teaches us like to stop and check yourself. Like, I don't know. A lot of people go around saying they're religious or Christian or whatever religion they have, and then they use that as an excuse to like gun down a nightclub or gun down people. And like, is that really what the right answer is? Killing people no matter what you think of them? So I like this lesson.
And I think there's I keep thinking of Mama DaCosta. I think because we know she tolerated mutants, but I think there is still bigotry in tolerance.
Yeah.
Tolerating doesn't mean that you fully embrace it. It just means you sidestep it. You push it to the side and not think about it. So she's still just as bigoted, even though she likes to claim she isn't. And yeah, there's that kind of underlying message too.
Yeah, and I mean, it is a hard line to walk. I know, speaking from my own experience during BLM, I'm going to be quite honest. Like, when BLM first started, I felt attacked as a white person. I didn't really see the difference. Like, it's not attacking me just because I'm white. You're attacking all the other shithead white people who are racist still and who don't see everybody for who they are. So I had to separate that. But also, I've noticed people get very attacky as it is. Like, you know, it happened during COVID. We were all locked inside. I wasn't at a state mentally where I was ready to go out and like march in a BLM march, which normally I would have done if it wasn't COVID. So I did what I could. Like, I donated money to Black Visions, and I encourage other people to also do the same or to research, you know, Black lives and trans lives. But then some people saw that as, oh, look at your white guilt. You know what I mean? So it's like you kind of, a lot of times you're going to lose no matter what you do, whether you act or not.
That's very true. Yeah.
But not to excuse Mrs. DaCosta, because the way she's going about it is wrong. She's using money as a mask to be like, see, I care. But then she's attacking people who are actually out there doing something about it. So, yeah, I don't. Yeah, she's wrong.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, and that they're right. There was during BLM, that was a whole thing because there's certain things like I felt like I should be marching too, but I didn't, and like should I feel bad for not being out there marching? I don't know, So, and like everyone has things going on, and they don't know what their lives are like either, and it's yeah. I mean, I was kept supporting those marches, and I was donating money too. So now you're like, okay. Yeah, how does that work? So it was a weird time.
Was, yeah, and it still is. There's still a lot out there about like, oh, you're only doing this because of this, or no, I'm just doing that because I'm trying to help any way I can. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think the difference is
like I'm very busy. I know it's crazy.
I think the difference is what's in your heart, and we could tell Mrs. DaCosta does not have a good heart.
Right. Exactly. That's what it comes down to.
So for this week's Previously On, this is another yes or no. Do you think Magneto will stay a hero? I've given my opinion. I think he's going dark. What do you think?
I think he's going to be pissed. I think he's like, I tried Xavier's way. I tried to play by the rules, but I think he is going to go back to his state. I think maybe a more enlightened state of mind. He's not going to be as wild child about it. I think he's going to have more tact, and he has a whole new knowledge set about the other side. But I think he is going to be like, I tried it your way. I need to go do what I feel is right and protect my people. So
I think we're getting Asteroid M back. I think that's why it was in the beginning.
Yeah.
All right. Next week is Tolerance is Extinction Part 2. So any thoughts on where you think this episode may go?
Xavier just returned, so I feel like this is where we're going to have that kind of showdown between his X-Men and him. Like there's going to be an initial moment of like, yay, you're here, great, and then I feel like there's going to have some tensions. There's going to be some conflict between the X-Men and Xavier. Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, because you're right. We talked about it before. The X-Men have outgrown Xavier at this point. They've seen stuff that he can't even imagine that they've had to go through, especially Rogue. Right. So they're not going to want to follow him blindly like they used to. And I think we're going to see the beginning of the battle with Bastion. Things are going to get bleak, like they're going to lose. And then it's probably going to leave us a cliffhanger. And then we'll get episode 3.
Yeah.
I cannot freaking wait. And you know what's crazy is every week I'm like, oh my God, it's only been a week. Like this was only a week ago that this last episode came out and we talked about this. Like it's crazy.
I know. Insanity.
Yeah. I'm actually like, it's funny having this podcast and having people around us that also love X-Men, because when I talk to other people, like Stephanie, she didn't even know the show was out.
Like, what?
Yeah, like we're students are so obsessed with it, but like normal people aren't this crazy about this show.
Yeah, well, I was watching like Grace Randolph on YouTube, and she said it wasn't even on the top charts of streaming or whatever. It's
Really?
Like, and here, like the people that are watching, yeah, it's not even like all these other things are way ahead of it. So people aren't watching it. The masses aren't watching it. Like our bubble is.
Yeah.
Like, and everyone who's, it's just crazy because we see it everywhere, and everyone's going ravenous about it and talking about it, and yet the numbers aren't there.
Well, it's even getting some Emmy nods already. People are saying it's going to be up for like best animated series. So, wow, maybe that'll get people to watch it.
Yeah. Like, oh, and I know a lot of people that like to binge and they're waiting for the season to be done.
Yeah.
So, like, okay, but I don't know how you could do that. I could not.
There's so many spoilers. I couldn't do that. And it's funny because on Race Chasers, Alaska Thunderfuck was like, yeah, it's a really good show, but I can't believe it's only 6 episodes. I'm like, it's just... funny. All right. But anyway, where can people find you?
Yes, you can find me at KJEEZY87. When you're hearing this, the Monday after you hear this will be the release of the Charmed musical. So it will finally be here. Oh, goodness, that's super exciting for me. I can't wait to see how that goes over. And yeah, Words of the Witches. That's where it'd be.
I heard there's already like Emmy nods for the narrator and how amazing their voice was. So I'm excited to hear the narrator. So
I love the narrator, by the way.
Do you?
Like, so entertaining. So entertaining. Like it's
sorry.
Oh, it's so Shawn.
Oh, it's me. I'm the narrator.
It's so good. Yes, and it's so you, and I love it, because I love the cheekiness of it all, and it's great for people who do listen to the show.
Okay,
so,
good.
Yeah.
I definitely bring on a persona whenever I do voice work, so that was kind of like my classic voice persona. I had fun doing it.
Yay.
So all right. Cool. And you could find me on Shawn Perrette on Instagram, on TikTok. You can find us on YouTube under Solving for X-Pod. We're putting out more video stuff, and you can see me in my leather daddy outfit at my sister's bachelorette. I was very proud of that. It was. I got a lot of compliments on that.
Yeah.
Our friend Brandon over in the UK said that he literally broke out into a sweat when he saw that. He's like, "You're so hot." I was like, "Thanks, girl."
See? No, it was great. You did good.
It was like a leather and lace night, so that's what I put together for the pictures. All right, sexy Xies, thank you for listening. Stay sexy, Trish Tolby, and we'll see you next week for Tolerance to Extinction Part 2.
Part 2.
Trish Tolby.
Trish Tolby.